right, welcome back everybody. My name is Pratesh here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you guys another video. So I hope you guys are all doing well and that you're having a great day. Today is Saturday, March 14th of 2020. So what we are looking at here today, giving you guys some thoughts on Cardano. Moving along here with the project. Recently there's been some fake news regarding the postponement of Shelly due to the coronavirus. So giving you guys my thoughts on that, as well as taking a look at the overall market. So giving you all my thoughts and perspectives on where we're at with the market currently. We had this amazingly devastating event happen in the market where, huge amounts of liquidations. All of that is going to be here in this video today, going over a little bit of TA on a few different altcoins. And lastly, the Federal Reserve injecting over 168 billion, greater than the entire Bitcoin market cap, into the legacy financial system. So all of that coming up here in this video. If you guys do find some value from this video here today, be sure to drop a like for me. It lets me know that you enjoyed it. If you all are new to the channel and if you enjoy content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I post content like this as often as I can. I want to keep you guys informed and up to date. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I post a new video. So to start things off here, what we're taking a look at, Cardano. Recently there's been a bit of FUD, a little bit of fake news. I think that people are kind of preying on people's emotions right now. The market took a huge dump, and Cardano, right, is very slow and methodical in their process, but they are still on track to release the Shelly upgrade for the mainnet. Recently, Charles Hoskinson tweeted that this article right here is FUD, it's fake news. Cardano is not postponing the launch of Shelly due to coronavirus. In fact, this one right here is more accurate. So you guys, as far as searching for information, be sure that you are verifying the sources of information that you're getting. Even here on this channel, I encourage you guys to do your own research. This is what I'm doing. I'm putting out transparent content for you guys because I want to make sure you guys have the best, clear, level-headed, transparent news when it comes to these projects, so that way you can make the best decisions for you. Anyway, I digress from that. Just want to give you all my thoughts. I believe that Cardano is still on track to release. First, we're going to see the Byron reboot on the mainnet, and then following shortly after is likely going to be the Shelly Haskell testnet. So they are still on track. And for those of you guys who are currently affected by the current situation, what we're seeing, I know myself personally, I've been told by my employer today that we are going to be paid for sick leave. So basically, they've told us to stay home for 2 weeks. So, for those of you guys who have been affected your daily lives, my thoughts go out to you. I hope you guys all stay safe and stay healthy. And, you just want to make sure that you do what's right for you and your family. But anyway, so that's where we're at with Cardano. Long-term investors, we're here to stay. Pool operators, great job. Lots of collaboration and effort. Currently working on a video for my friend Duckpool. If you guys want to check out Duckpool, really cool guy. Go ahead and show your love by delegating your stake to his stake pool if you're interested. He's also got the Shark Pool. He's working on that as well. 2% fees, no other fees involved. So if you guys want a good, reliable stake pool to delegate to during the testnet, check him out. I think you'll enjoy it. So what we're looking at here as well regarding the overall market, I'll give you all my thoughts. You guys know we had quite the sell-off yesterday. Bitcoin, absolute banana town. I think it was like at 8K at the open. We went all the way down to about 3.8, 3.9, bounced back, touched about 5.5, and here we are, a little bit of stabilization. It's been quite a wild ride. You guys know that I've had my CDP liquidated. It's been an experience. The price of ETH having its single worst day in history. So yes, this is going to be a day, I'm sorry, not today, but the other day, it's going to be a day we talk about for many years to come. But yeah, so as far as what I'm doing personally, I'm sitting back, right? I'm just taking a step back from the markets, from all this stuff. There's just too much craziness going on right now. I think trying to time the bottom of this market it's very unlikely. And, considering if the current global financial system and the economic situation does get prolonged due to the coronavirus, how is that going to affect crypto? So those are just some of my thoughts, some things that I'm considering. I think that the safest play right now is cash. I mean, if we look, even gold is getting hammered, silver is getting hammered. Nothing is safe right now. Equities, we know they had a huge rebound today. Equities had their best day since 1987, like the rebound or something like that. You guys don't quote me on the dates, but just giving you guys my thoughts and documenting this. So we can see that the volatility is definitely here, and from what we saw, the trend was going upwards for over 10 years. So the volatility that we're seeing right now is a possible indication that we could potentially be entering into a recession. So keeping all that in mind, I wanted to go over with you guys this article right here, and then we're going to take a look at some technical analysis quickly just at the end of this video. So this article on Cointelegraph, I'll link to it down in the description below, basically saying that the Federal Reserve is injecting $168 billion into the legacy financial system to keep this system afloat. And this is greater than the entire market cap of Bitcoin. So two things that we can take just from the title. We're still so early with crypto. It's crazy. If the Federal Reserve can inject $168 billion into the system in a day, think about how early, how small Bitcoin is as an asset class. We are very, very early. There's a long way to go. And the other point is that the Federal Reserve is keeping this phony economy afloat however it can. We see the Federal Reserve cutting rates. Most likely when we see the Fed meeting here, they're going to cut the interest rates by another whole basis point. We saw that they had to step in an emergency set of events where they cut interest rates by 50 basis points. So, they're doing everything they can right now to keep this patient alive, right? So it's quite a mess, to be totally honest with you guys. And as far as the stock market goes and current legacy financial systems, not good across the board. We can see companies like airlines taking a big hit, retail's taking a big hit. So a lot of revenues and earnings are going to be cut because these companies are closing. They're, telling their employees to stay home. So this is going to play out. I feel like this is going to be one of the dominoes that starts to trigger a series of events. What that is and to what extent, I'm not sure. I'm going to keep you guys updated on all of that and giving you guys my thoughts. But yeah, and we can see right now also repo markets have not fared any better. There's nothing going on there as far as improvement. So yeah, this is going to get very interesting very quickly in my opinion. All right. And last little bit that I have for you guys here, just to keep it light, keep it fun, let's take a look at some charts. I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on some things regarding cryptocurrency, just taking a look at a few different charts, not making it complicated at all, really just giving you guys my thoughts on where we stand right now. So we're looking at Bitcoin here on the daily, and we can see right now where we're at. If you guys were around back in 2018, this 6K level was huge support. It was just massive support. We capitulated down, touched 3.1, 3.2K, and consolidated and made our way back up again. So this move right here, and on the amount of volume, it's just wreckage, really, like huge move. So let's take a look. This isn't the daily, this is the weekly. All right, so let's take a look. We're going to be experiencing a weekly candle close here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. So I wanted to bring out a moving average. I like to look at the 20-week moving average and the 200-week moving average. So you got a little bit more of a shorter term and a little bit more of a longer term. So let's go ahead and change these. EMA is 20. That's 1. And 200. Okay. So we got both of those, right? And the reason I like to have multiple moving averages on both short and long-term time frames is because for the shorter term and the longer term, you have a better idea of what you need to do. If we take a look here, when we had this move, this big bullish candle breaking up above this 20 and 200, that was a good indication that the trend was about to start picking up. We saw that come on some strong volume, and that's exactly what we're seeing here, because look where we broke from. We broke from this 20-week moving average. We dropped all the way down, and like just huge capitulation, and we're trapped right now. We're going to see the 200 weekly moving average as resistance. So that's really crazy. It's yeah, you know, from a long-term perspective, you're going to see this play out over time, but yeah, now we're looking at that as resistance, like what we saw here when we capitulated last time. So that's what I'm looking at. Nothing too complicated. Another thing that I like to look at also, as far as being able to trade and, you know, make a little bit of BTC, if you are trying to increase your BTC stack by trading altcoins, Litecoin. So Litecoin Bitcoin pair is an oscillator. Now you've got two types of altcoin trading types. You've got oscillators and you've got degens. So degenerators, over time, their Bitcoin comparative tends to typically go down. Now, an oscillator is different in that the value compared that to Bitcoin tends to cycle. So that's what we see here. We saw that the Litecoin Bitcoin comparative was at a low, and then what happened was that we really shot up here. This is the Litecoin and Bitcoin pair, and if you were to have sold Litecoin for Bitcoin at this level, you would have been able to increase your Bitcoin by trading Litecoin. And you know, that would have been a good move because we saw the cycle just kind of oscillate, right? So we definitely lost some ground there, but then we made it back up again. So Litecoin typically tends to move in cycles or in patterns when it comes to Bitcoin, and I like to look at that if you are trying to trade altcoins for increasing your Bitcoin stack. Where we can see right now, we are at a point where we've definitely come down to find some support in terms of the Bitcoin pair. But yeah, as far as being able to trade an alt for Bitcoin, Litecoin is definitely on my radar. So let's take a look at one more. I'm sure you guys would appreciate my thoughts on Cardano Bitcoin pair. Insane. We're back at 500 Satoshis here for Bitcoin. The Cardano USD pair is probably like 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. Jeez, 2.5 cents. And check this wick. I mean, look at this monster of a wick. That is grody. And this is on the weekly. We pretty much went to zero. This is on Bittrex. We pretty much went to zero. Of course, a huge wick. Lots of buyers, I'm sure. But yeah, it's kind of nuts. So if you're a long-term hodler, if you're a long-term investor, if you're looking at the fundamentals, definitely, you know, these projects have a lot of value that they bring to the table. Right now, what we saw was just a huge liquidity event. So I think for long-term investors, you're going to find some opportunities coming up here. Not financial advice, but just my thoughts. All right, you guys. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you guys did find some value, go ahead and drop a like for me. And if you guys are new to the channel and if you want to stay tuned for content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, take care.